see. There we go. There we go. Going live. All right, now we are live. What is happening, everybody? How we doing? How we doing today on this lovely Friday? It's the weekend, baby. It is the weekend. How's everyone's day going so far? Y'all planning on playing some Airsoft? Y'all planning on airsofting? Or did you airsoft, son? How's everyone's day going so far? How we all doing? Who we got in the chat so far? Let's see. Who's the first one to know? Joseph Keene, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing? Joseph Keene, Burn Brigade. Second. What's happening, brother? Dartree, my man. Oh, Dartree, just so you are aware, my schedule did change, so I'm no longer in on Saturdays. I do Monday through Fridays now. What has happened, everybody? What's going on? Guys, make sure to go ahead and share this live stream around. It's more of a laid-back type of stream, just hanging out with the community, talking about some things, that are up and coming for, this year. It's things that I'm looking forward to as well. Not just airsoft guns, just things in general. You'll see what we're talking about. All right, but we'll get started in like 4 more minutes. We'll officially begin. Boaz will be joining me as well within the next couple of minutes, because he has some things he wants to show off to the rest of the Mayo Gang as well. Noah Uptain, what happened to the giveaway? Unfortunately, there was a bit of a technical difficulty, so we had to re-roll it, and the winner was not present the time that we actually did roll it without any technical difficulties, and it's stacked. And last night, it stacked as well, which was crazy, which is now why we're at a $5,400 shopping spree giveaway. It's freaking insane, brother. It's freaking insane. Also, guys, let me know how the audio is coming in as well. I want to make sure that we're nice and audible. If I need to make adjustments, I'll do so as needed, but we should be good. We should be good. But just let me know. Let me know how we're coming in. Yeah, just more of a laid-back stream today. We'll get started in like 3 more minutes. 3 minutes. Do I have an adjustable wrench? You can check. I believe so. Yeah, damn, rip, maybe I'll get it this time. That's what I'm saying, Noah. Again, like, at the end of the day, right? Like, it's anyone's game. That's the whole point of the shopping spree. We engineered it so it's literally like, hey, anyone can win. You know what's crazy? If you think about this, right? It's started off at a $600 prize pot, and every time it didn't, get claimed, it would stack, another 600. We'd throw another 600 on top of the pot, right? Out of the 9 times that it is stacked, right? Because that's how long. That's why we're at 4,500 out of the 5,400 now. Out of the 9 times it's stacked, 8 of those times, no bullshit, were literally first-time shoppers with us at GI. I don't know if they were beginner players per se, but that was the first order they ever placed with us on Airsoft GI, and just it ended up going to them, right? It's one of those things. I'm being serious. Like, it's one of those things where it's one of those immeasurable factors that just always plays a part at some point or another, right? Beginner's luck. It sounds like, such a cliche to go ahead and mention that, but hey, man, it's true. Beginner's luck's 100% a thing, brother. It doesn't disappear. It's just one of those things that just pops up and can change the whole show. Squirrely Nuts, what's going on, dude? How you doing? Quan Quest, what's happening, brother? What's happening? Yeah, we'll get started in just a few more minutes as well. Let everybody know that we are going live. Let people know that, hey, we're doing live. Just a little hangout sesh. Just hanging out with the rest of the Mayo Gang. Boaz is going to be joining me very, very soon as well. We're just talking about some things that, might be coming out. Potentially some new Mayo Gang merch that we want to get your opinions on. Just saying, just saying. If you guys are into, really, really cool merch as well, we're talking patches, new accessories potentially, I would highly recommend that you chime in on the stream and give us your thoughts as well. Let's see here. Make sure the audio is good. Sweet. Good to hear. It's mine for sure this time, Joseph. I love the confidence, bro. I love the confidence. Going good. See on different streaming platforms. No, right now I'm only on YouTube. I don't know if I can handle Twitch, to be honest. I don't know if I could. But yeah, it's only right now YouTube is where we're streaming on. That is the only place that I am streaming on. Sitting at work watching stream and waiting to clock out. Airsoft, pew, forever. Dude, I get that, right? Sometimes it's just nice to be able to listen to something right before you clock out or on your way home. I know that's what a lot of guys like to do. On the drive back home, they'll usually just pop in the podcast. Or dump in the live stream, I should say. So, Ken, you're getting close to making the trip to Cali happen so I can see my mom. Hey, that'll be Squirrely Nuts. When you come down, you got to make sure that you swing by the shop. I want to say what's up, bro. I want to meet everybody in person. I genuinely do. Not a lot of people. Hey, you know what, Quan Quest? I don't care. I don't care. If I honestly, yes, obviously it's cool to have more people on, obviously. And if you guys want to go and please, by all means, share this around with as many people as possible. This is, again, more of a just laid back type of live stream just to hang out. Again, with the amount of people that were, watching last night, That was the most amount of views that we've had on a live stream in a long time. We're at 130, 138, I think. Yeah, 138, I think was the peak that we were at, was 138. So hey, you know what? Incrementally, I have been noticing ever since we switched to this the later time slot. Like it's been a lot better in terms of viewer count. More and more people have been watching, and I guess that also goes along with the fact that like the prize pot has been so freaking stacked, right? But that is very, very cool to see. Very, very cool. How is Bossman doing after last night? His throat he was telling me that, yeah, it actually kind of hurts because he was just so excited and so nervous last night. So there was that. But he is doing better. He is doing better. Just playing FIFA, don't get me wrong, it's fun. But I just get more. No, dude, I get it. I mean, at the end of the day, again, I just want to hang out with a bunch of y'all people, rest of the Mayo Gang. I just want to let y'all know, and again, give you all the exclusive behind the scenes stuff of what is going on. Time to randomize. We ain't randomizing shit, man. We're not doing any giveaway right now. We ain't doing any giveaways right now. All right, but guys, why don't we go ahead and officially begin? We're a minute late. Welcome to another Storefront live stream. My name is Isaias, and I'll be one of two hosts today. My other co-host will be joining us shortly, but again, we're going to wait for him to go ahead and jump on as well. But we'll get started in a little bit. We'll get started on a few things without him. But I just wanted to let you guys know that there are no exclusive promos going on right now, but there are still some promotions you guys are more than welcome to take advantage of right now, specifically the Baba Yaga 2, the 2024 Platinum Mystery Box, and the Pistol Mystery Box, right? I don't know if y'all heard. I don't know if y'all saw, but last night's shopping spree giveaway has been stacked. It was at $4,800. Now we are looking at a $5,400 shopping spree giveaway. Once again, the largest prize pot we have ever actually done. And you know what's funny? The winner last night was also his first time purchase with us at Airsoft. Yeah, it was absolutely insane. He actually bought himself a Jag-Arm scattergun, if you would believe it. He bought one of those bad boys, and he took advantage of the double entries that we had going on a couple days ago. I believe I placed the order on Wednesday. Yeah, I placed the order on Wednesday. And he was able to take advantage, but the only downside was that he wasn't there watching the stream. So I'm just saying, even if it's a small little hangout sesh, like this, it always pays off to go ahead and watch the streams. It's always a good idea because then you get also a little bit more of an active role in the community, right? You get to go ahead and get the behind the scenes, all the exclusive content that we wouldn't be showing anybody else, right? The live streams are always the place to be, always the place to hang out. Now, while this may not be a Q&A centric stream per se, it is still, if you guys have any Airsoft related questions, you guys want to ask us our opinion about stuff, maybe looking for recommendations on things, you guys are more than welcome to do so. However, I would recommend that you put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier for us to go ahead and see and identify. You can ask your question most twice. Anything more than that, it's spam. You're going to get kicked. We don't want to do that, so just avoid that altogether. We're going to be going ahead and going over a couple of things, right? Just spitballing ideas, right? Because, again, we have been talking about the Mayo Gang of itself, right? Everyone that is here should know, what the Mayo Gang is. But for everyone that doesn't know what the Mayo Gang actually is, this was supposed to be a term coined for the community that we had built out, right? It was based around guns like the M4 that are considered bland, plain, vanilla, Mayo, if you will, right? Where it's a little boring. You may see it everywhere, right? But if it was missing, it wouldn't be the same, right? It's like a sandwich, right? If the sandwich doesn't have mayonnaise or any type of aioli or sauce, it's dry, right? It's missing. It's a key component, even though it does get a little tiresome. And there's different flavors, right? But the Mayo Gang was a term that Bowas and Cisco were able to coin, and it just stuck, right? It 100% just stuck, and that's been what we've been kind of rolling with. Bossman and I have, and we've been able to go on and let you guys know during previous streams as well that, you're going to start seeing a lot more Mayo Gang stuff. You are going to start seeing a lot more Mayo Gang stuff coming out this coming year. All right, you're going to see a lot more stuff. Specifically, one of the, I think the first steps you're going to see, obviously, yeah, we have our Mayo Gang MGC4s, which are freaking sick, right? And I love that we have a specific chat dedicated for the Mayo Gang MGC4s as well, the MGC4 gang. I love seeing that. Which I don't know if Cutter is here, but Cutter, if you are here, I saw your video. Very nice, very nice. I saw the Maelstrom, dude. Those lightning, the lightning that you put pattern design on there on your MGC4, it's killer, bro. It's killer, dude. XR Preacher was asking, Isaias, what's the difference between the Isaias mystery box versus the Kevin's mystery box? They are the same price. Fundamental differences between the two. Okay, so Kevin and I play Airsoft very different. Well, we play similar but different as well, right? I generally, on my team, I am definitely more of an aggressive player, even though I run LMGs. It's more so the platforms themselves. Kevin is very much like, okay, he likes his ARs, he likes his M4s, specifically standard M4s as well. He does like a lot of Mayo, right? If you were to ask him his favorite guns, it typically would be, high Kappas and M4s. Very, very Mayo. He does like a little bit of variation here and there, because he does come from the competitive SpeedQB side of things. But I like to come from a more eclectic collecting side, maybe more of a Milsim historical side, whatever you want to call it. I just like weird guns, right? I like really, really weird guns, but that aren't like, I would say, I don't know what's proper, that are still viable options. Yeah, there's still viable options that I like, right? So stuff that like, yeah, you might be a little bit, oh, that's a little weird or unique at first, but then you realize, oh, it's still using this gearbox, which means this thing is hella upgradable, or this thing's great right out of the box, right? I like more my, like AKs. I like the retro throwback guns. I'm all about that FAL, baby. LMGs as well. I think mine is, if I had to, I mean, I'm talking shit about the Kevin's mystery box, of course, but I would have to say that I like mine a little bit more, just because, again, you do get a little bit more variation. And that's not to say I don't like ARs, but I'm just not like, I even say in the mystery box stuff here, we'll look it up. We'll look it up. Isaias mystery, I can't spell mystery box, right? The Isaias mystery box. With my mystery box, it's definitely a lot more unique. And I even say right in the description, no standard M4s, right? So you're not going to find an M4A1. If you were hoping to get an M4A1, don't get my box. That's all I'm going to say, right? No M4. I literally say it right there. No M4s, right? Kevin's is going to be a little bit different. You very well could get an M4, maybe something in the fashion that he likes that's designed specifically for high-speed competition. It really depends on what you're looking for, right? Again, if you want something a little more unique, a little bit something different, a little more eclectic, maybe even if you like LMGs or retro throwback guns, my box is definitely the one to go ahead and get. But if you want something a little bit more for competition, like specifically like for SpeedQB and stuff, I would probably suggest go with the Kevin. It really depends on what it is that you are looking for. Let's see, Drone Max. Thoughts on the? Honestly, there are better options, man. Like for the money, you could probably get like a lot better options that exist out there. It's not that it's terrible. It's just outdated. Just outdated, really. At the end of the day, DJ, what's happening, brother? Fidel, what is going on? Oh yeah, before we go on as well, I wanted to go ahead and show off for a reminder of what things to come. Hey, there he is. There's the man.
I know you're going live. What the hell?
I told. What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go again. I told you. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I'm not needed. Maybe I should go back to the office.
Man just leaves altogether. Well, guys, Boaz is here. He's going to be showing off some new stuff as well. That things that are in the works, things that I'm actually looking forward to, and that I was, in all seriousness, without tease giving away too much, I was actually genuinely impressed when I saw them. You showed me before, and I thought you were actually did a really good job designing them.
They're actually old. It was like sometime like last year.
Yeah.
I asked Boss Man to make Series 2 of the Mayo Gang merch, but he said no. So I don't know. We'll see. I need your guys' help and input so we can convince Boss Man to make another run of patches and merch to expand the Mayo Gang.
Exactly. I was going to go ahead and show off, before we get into that, I wanted to go ahead and show off that, we do have some new products that are coming to GI as well. And I wanted to go ahead and just show them off a little bit, right? Because, it is so important that we build up hype for these new products, specifically the new B&T AC.
Do we have the background music on?
I just turned it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just turned it off right now just so it doesn't take up as much bandwidth. But yes, there are two new products specifically that I want you guys to be very, very excited for. We'll go ahead and turn up the desktop audio so you guys can hear it as well. There we go. Put this bad boy up. And there we go. Again, these are just stuff that we've been able to get our hands on, and again, we want to be able to let people know about it.
Guys, in my hands is the sample of the new tandem cross.
I don't know if you guys been keeping up with our Instagram.
This is absolutely insane. This is the limited edition version with CNC aluminum parts across the board with a polymer lower frame. Takes G Series magazines, which is very nice. Has all of the features that you want.
Again, always appreciate you actually going up to SHOT Show. That was what it sounded like. It definitely was pain.
Safety lever, enhanced magazine release.
But yes, we have the tandem cross Cthulhu that is going to be coming soon as well. Very, very snappy. Very, very cool. Again, no exact ETA. We did ask our distributors for an exact ETA as to when these bad boys would be releasing, and they basically told us, I don't know, we'll get back to you on that. So there was that. But again, AAP01 compatibility. This is going to be the limited edition version with the compensator already on there, fiber front and rear, and you are getting that exposed, nice outer barrel. And again, all this accented stuff, very, very cool. And it's going to be less than $200.
Yeah, probably we'll get an ETA probably end of February. That's my initial guess, because right now we have like some really big trade shows going on this time of year. So we got SHOT Show, and then right after SHOT Show is IWA, which is in Europe. So I'm assuming once Lancer gets back from IWA, they'll probably have an ETA for us on the Tandem Cross.
There you go. There you go. Again, as soon as we get an ETA, we're going to be posting that all over our social media as well. But yes, the next one that I'm also really excited about is the B&T APC-9. This was a very, very cool SMG
Guys, I have in my
Cisco,
hands
myself,
the
and
official
Boaz got the
B&T
pleasure of shooting.
We were the first
ACP-9.
ones in the
It's
United
absolutely
States
insane.
to shoot it.
Very nice. Very nice.
So that's going to be a nice
Gas
conversation
blowback
for
magazines.
our part.
Obviously, it's a gas blowback system.
Did you know we're the first one
Very
in the US
nice.
to shoot a gas blowback APC-9 SMG? And they're like, what are you talking about?
Oh, this is sick.
Dude, honestly, I was glad that we got to shoot it. That thing is nice. That thing cycles so freaking fast.
Oh
man.
yeah, it cycles very fast. It's super snappy. The controls are crispy. The trigger brake was really good. It was a little bit on the drier side. I think it needed some lube. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that thing was ravaged at SHOT Show. People were finger effing that thing so hard.
You could feel it, man. You could absolutely feel it that thing was just like, oh man, like when's the last time this thing was cleaned, man?
Well, not clean, but it just needed lube. It was just really dry.
Anything at that point, man. It was bad, but it was still very, very fun to shoot. Again, ETA on this one. Again, we'll probably get like an ETA maybe towards the end of February, maybe even beginning of March, once things have kind of settled down in terms of like showing them off and everything. But as soon as we get an ETA, we'll be showing that off as well. And you best believe we're gonna be getting hella videos on this bad boy. Maybe the main video for this one potentially. Potentially. All right. So now that we've got that out of the way, this going back to the conversation that we were having earlier. We were talking about the Mayo Gang as a brand. We've had plenty of meetings before where we said, hey, we want to go ahead and start expanding in terms of what it is the Mayo Gang actually is, right? Because we have, the Mayo Gang MGC4s, right? One of the best high-performance guns you can get at a mid-tier budget. But there were other things that we wanted to go ahead and do as well. We're talking like accessories, specifically branded with the Mayo Gang logo, BBs even as well. We're making some moves, right? But one of the things I think we definitely needed to go ahead and see more of was more Mayo Gang merch. Specifically, I want to see more, even if it's limited edition. I personally would like it to have longer lasting ones, but even if it's limited edition, I would love to start seeing some more Mayo Gang merch, specifically patches, man. And I think we are really lacking in that front.
I'll be right back. I actually have a couple more to send you.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, he's gonna be sending me some more as well. I have a file opened up right here of some Mayo Gang specific merch that Boaz was able to go ahead and do us the pleasure of drawing up himself. Very talented man indeed. But yeah, these things are sick, man. Like, he's going to be sending more, so I'll show them all off at once. But yeah, like the Mayo Gang brand itself is something that we definitely wanted to go ahead and, expand. And we needed your help, like Bossman was saying last night, if you guys were watching the Shopping Spree giveaway stream. That's something that we need your help in terms of like actually growing as well. Obviously, your continued support is definitely one of the main driving points for it, one of the main driving forces for it. But we also want to make sure that we are getting your guys' input as well into this, right? Because we don't want to go ahead and just release a product or release anything and then not like talk to y'all about it. That's why these streams are so freaking important, because we like getting your opinions on things. We genuinely do enjoy having feedback from the community directly. All right, so I'm going to enlarge this up real quick.
Yeah. So the first thing, well, Isaias, why don't you scroll down? Scroll down. Yeah, those two. Okay. So this is like a new redesigned logo that I was thinking about the Mayo Gang. Just keeping it a little bit more minimal, keeping it a little bit more on the cleaner side of things. Let's pull up the chat and just see, what people are saying.
Scroll down, it's a little laggy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. So it's more of like a simplified like mayo jar, obviously, with the lettering. And then it's just kind of like, with the, because it started at like 2020, that's kind of when we coined the term Mayo Gang. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, like I think this might be like a really like nice logo to like engrave onto like our future MGC4s maybe. Like instead of like having that more like cartoony logo, something a little bit more serious, because I think like as we start to take the Mayo Gang a little bit more seriously, maybe we should have a more like serious logo per se. So maybe like we could run this in like stickers, patches. Maybe this could even be just the logo for a while, like if we decide to make like shirts or like engrave like future guns and accessories.
I was actually going to say that I think this works very well as a t-shirt, actually, or even as a hoodie. I would love this as a hoodie, having this all big on the back. That'd be sick.
Yeah, so, like, I don't like saying, like, the full lettering of, like, the Mayo Gang all the time,
Yeah.
Like, I think we've kind of gotten to a point in the community where, we can do, like, the if you know type of thing, right? So like if you see the jar of mayo, you know, like at this point, I think a lot of people might know like what that means.
What it's associated with, of course. This is not the only Mayo Gang jar though you designed. There's another one on the right. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to go ahead and put your opinion down, we have at 108. Oh, sweet, 108 views, guys. If you want to go ahead and put your opinions down, by all means, feel free to do so. We want to hear your opinions on all these designs. We want to hear all of them. All right, but they have another one on the one. Do you mind if I move on to the next one? Yeah. All right, so we got this one as well, more the globe design on there.
Yeah.
I kind of like this, actually. I think this one's also pretty cool as well. I do like the lettering. This does kind of remind me like I'm back in East LA again.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that like tattoo shop, like almost. I mean, I'm very big into like hardcore and punk, you know.
Of course.
Which is just like this is kind of like that tattoo shop lettering, you know, that like I mean I just think it looks cool.
No, yeah, it kind of gives me like old school like tattoo shops, maybe a little bit of classic Americana design in terms of the tattoo aesthetic. Like it looks cool, man. It actually does look cool on this one. Okay, between these two, which one do you like more though?
Well, I think that's just the logo. You know, like for I think anything Mayo Gang moving forward, like I was thinking we could have a more like cleaner, more serious logo instead of like having. I mean, I love looking at Cisco's face, but you know, like it's like in my opinion, it was a little bit too like cartoony. You know, I mean, just to start out, I guess, you know, just to get the Mayo Gang established. You know, like I thought it was fine, but maybe something more serious, like everything Mayo Gang branded for a while. I was thinking it can be like this design, and then this is just like another like variation of it, right? Because we do have a lot of like international Mayo Gang members as well,
of course.
You know, so I don't want to forget them, you know, and so also I guess for like the Mayo Gang worldwide stuff, like that's just a variation. Like we can just have it on like patch and different merches, but I think this in general, like I would like to see this on like engraved onto guns and to pretty much like all the stuff that we do.
It's kind of funny that you're saying that because I can imagine. Remember how Mad Bull had like those like metal receiver groups that you could buy individually, like in kits. I could totally see this being on like a whatever brand we decide to go with, whether it be Lancer or someone else, an actual individual. Here's your Mayo receiver.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Premtech. I mean, you said it looks like a PMC. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
baby.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, because you know, like it's a more like cleaner, more serious, you know, logo. Yeah, I mean, it like I think the origins of the Mayo Gang, like you know, as a group, like it's kind of funny, you know, but just having a little bit more of a serious take, you know, even though the origins are pretty comedic, you know, like I think like it will work pretty well.
I do like our current logo and I do like our current design, but I do think that, you know, with the newer generations of MGC4s coming out, right, the new Mark series, I would definitely like to see a little bit more of a variation changing. I like the logo as is. I wouldn't be mad if we stuck with it, but see, at the very least, seeing like wearable, like what's the term? Textile?
Like actual merch. Yeah, and also just to speak more on the MGC4, you know, what started out as a joke, where like actually this gun's like pretty freaking serious, you know, like the gun is no joke. You know,
it's freaking dominates, man.
Yeah, and I think like having like a cleaner, more serious logo, you know, like it helps players like take the brand a little bit more seriously. You know,
we have some other designs on here as well. Actually, which one do you want to show off first?
Let's go backwards.
Sure.
So next up, it's the Jar of Violence, that I originally designed. You know, I don't know how many of you guys have the original patches. The Mayo Jar of Violence. It's just, you know, it's spilled now. You know, showing you what's inside. And then, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Of course.
Which I think will make into pretty cool, like, stickers and patches and stuff like that. Let's see what else. Yeah, and then I just had different variations of, like, just Mayo Gang spelled out. So, like...
You gotta have the metal band shirt.
The death metal letters, you gotta have it. What else? Oh, yeah, I did this one right here. This one... Yes, okay, yeah. So, as you can tell, it's like, I just dated 2023, which was when I designed this patch, but I might retouch it. But
one sec. You.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, it just talks about like no taste, you know, because once you're in the Mayo Gang, you have a lack of taste. You're just gonna run Airsoft M4s all day, every day. And then yeah, I don't know what you think of this one.
For me, I actually kind of like this as well. This is a vibe, man. This again, like we're going back to like that classic like tattoo shop aesthetic. Like this, I see this as like the font, like the actual like company logo for the parlor shop that like you go into. This is cool. I do like the knife on there. I am a little about like the two multi-different fonts on there, but you know what? I think it does work to its design. I love the knife on there as well. I love the K-bar. It looks cool. Like this looks hard as hell. Right? Yeah. It is funny that it is Airsoft. It kind of works actually.
I mean, but you know, but it's like a lifestyle brand anyway. So like, I wanna make stuff that like, cause all the stuff like the original patch designs and stuff, it was all just like inside joke type of thing, you know. But like, I wanted to make stuff that like you can unironically just like wear like all the time without like having to like explain to people, you know, like.
Like if you this is another classic example of if you know, you know. If you're in the know.
Exactly, yeah. If you know, you know. And then like I just want to design stuff that just looks hard, you know, so that way like it won't, you know, like you don't have a bunch of like silly patches like all over the place. I mean, if that's your thing, that's cool, you know.
Yeah, nothing wrong with wearing like, you know, sillier Airsoft. I mean, look what I'm wearing, man. Look at my, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, my parents made me this, but like, you know, I definitely would be cool to have some stuff that like you can wear casually on the regular, you know, go out in public and be like, you know what, now they're gonna ask what Airsoft, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly, yeah. Yeah, and then in the same vein.
This one
with the brass
fucks.
This
one fucks, dude. I want this one.
Yeah. So again, like, well, I mean, but both of these are like hardcore, like punk aesthetic. You know, you got the brass knuckles, you got the knife. You know, so yeah. I mean, again, dating myself here. Designed it 2023. So yeah.
I think if anything, we could probably do like maybe what did you say, 2020 or 2021 when you coined the term?
2020.
2020. Maybe we just change it to 2020, and that'll be like the thing. We just stick with that. It's like, hey, that's established 2020.
Yeah. And then you got your like horror like font style stuff. Which,
this style I've actually seen being pretty popular like recently. There's been a couple other like I guess patch companies and like textile stuff that are using this font. It's become really cool. I dig this. I think I would like it just a little bit more if it were, well, it's Mayo, so it has to be white. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to do like a little bit of red on there, but
okay, yeah, or that or a pale yellow. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yep. And then other than that, like everything else is more like homage more to GI. Like I kind of missed it when we had like actual like clean like GI flaming BB patches.
This is cool.
So I'll just redesigning. I'll just redesigning the original like GI logo patches. You know, just having the iconic like recognition of the flaming BB just in different colorways. Which honestly, like, I wish we'd have more of, so we can give it away to people. And
no, absolutely. Like, even if we were to just have these like simple color ones, again, we don't really need to slap the name on there itself. I feel like the flaming BB logo by itself is already pretty sick as is. It's already a pretty clean design. Like this, obviously, is cool. This is very, very cool. I don't know why this kind of reminds me of like some of the stuff that you would see painted on the sides of airplanes, World War II, right? Kind of giving that vibes. But all this is simple. This is clean. Just having this like already looks like pretty damn cool. Like even if we were to just make these, I think that would be a pretty big step for us in being able to have more merch out there. At the very least, this, right? But let us know what you guys are thinking of as well.
The different colorways, that you could rep on your airsoft gear. You know, like hey, like if I have patches like this, like I put them on plate carrier on my gear. Like I like run it all day every day. And then. I started experimenting also. Like, would you guys be down? Would you guys support if we started making like SCP Foundation patches?
Yes.
Mobile task force stuff. You know, like I even thought about making like a larger like patch placard, where you have like the big ID patch on the front over here. Of the mobile task force. You know, so like I don't know. I mean, it's not necessarily strictly Mayo Gang, but like I think it's like a big part of like the subculture that I think that like a lot of people might want to like partake in, you know, doing like SCP Foundation kits and stuff.
That's like almost in the same vein as like, you know how PMCs are just like old school like contractors like kits were like very prevalent in airsoft. I feel like there is still a pretty big portion of airsofters that love doing their SCP stuff. I feel like most airsofters in general like SCP as a whole entity.
I mean it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
So like having, and it's really it's not really easy to find people that already make like patches like this.
Surprisingly, yeah, it's kind of hard to find like good quality stuff out there. You can find a few maybe shops on Etsy, but hey, you know, if GI is able to go ahead, the Mayo Gang is able to start putting out, you know, SCP pouches SCP patches, and you know, textiles like this, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe we would end up becoming the one-stop shop for like good quality SCP branded material.
Yeah. And then Casper says, "Can we get a Mayo Gang media kit?" I'm not sure what that would mean. Like,
what would that entail, Casper? Do you mean like what do you mean media kit? Like as in equipment for producing media?
Like you want like a press kit or something to like show people, or like I'm not super sure. Yeah, I might have to clarify.
Elaborate, Casper. We might be able to, depending on what it is. Let's see who else. Oh, Dartree just joined. What's going on, man? What is happening, Medi? Yeah, we're just talking about some of cool stuff that we, you know, some stuff in the works or stuff that ideas that we want to put forth for the Mayo Gang to help it grow as a brand. Talking about, again, you know, all these cool designs for patches, maybe even shirts and other textiles as well that we can get on into. But again, let us know what you guys think as well. And again, the promos above my head, they're not exclusive to the stream. However, I would strongly recommend that you take advantage of, because that'll be getting you multiple entries into next week's $5,400 shopping spree giveaway. Okay, another first-time shopper bot their name was called, and they didn't show up to the stream.
What a waste.
It's a waste indeed.
Squandered his opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. All you got to do is freaking watch the stream, man. That's all you got to freaking do, and you didn't do that. So don't be like that. Make sure you pay attention to all the live streams, because, again, y'all are having a hand in, you know, us being able to decide what are some of the next patches and designs that come out.
Oh, okay, so Casper, I think you clarified. It said, like, okay, so you want a press kit. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I think we'd be down, like, if we started making more merch and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like getting more like press kits out there, so that way people can like rep it.
Yeah,
for influencers and creators. Yeah,
I would totally be down. I'm pretty sure that's something that we can go ahead and do.
Yeah.
Zubin, yes, give me more nerdy stuff, dude. I get that. I do love.
I don't get this. Can we get a turtle Mayo Gang?
It's some weird joke that's been going on. I don't know what's happening with the turtle.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right, cool, I guess. All right, guys, and if you haven't already, please make sure to go ahead and give a big old thumbs up on this live stream as well. Make sure to let us know that you want us to continue putting out all these amazing free content all for you guys as well. Okay, so we got all the SCP stuff as well. Now, in terms of any other ideas that you might have had, like, is there anything else that maybe comes to mind? Maybe it's not shown here, or any other ideas you were kind of spitballing?
I mean, as of right now, not really. You know, like I think it's interesting because whenever we talk to Boss Man, he has a very different idea, or like different taste, I guess, and like what like he wants to do as far as like Mayo Gang merch. Like he's very much more on like the like, oh, like let's, like, it's funny, let's keep it a joke kind of thing. So like there's that side to it, which I don't necessarily hate. You know, like I think there's still definitely like an audience for that. I think some people kind of keep it as like lighthearted and as like more of a joke, which is fine, which I think like we could probably also do, but also just wanted to release just some more like cleaner, like more I guess you had like more serious like patches and like merch and, you know, like logo ideas, so that way, you know, like we cater to both sides of the aisle.
I would definitely like to have more like Airsoft merchandise in general that doesn't take itself too seriously but looks cool nonetheless. Yeah. I think that's the ultimate vibe that I'm getting from most of this stuff.
Yeah, and then DJ, can we get a So Bland design? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Like, yeah, we could probably think of something as well for like the So Bland thing. Yeah, but I think that's it for now. Like the biggest thing that I want to work on is just rebranding or like updating the logo for like all the future like MGC4 projects or other things that we have going on the Mayo Gang side. Like, you know, like just to see how it looks like with a more serious logo, you know, because like the guns and stuff that we've been putting out, like they're very serious, you know.
Yes.
They're no joke, you know. So like
I ain't no joke.
Yeah, having you know, having like a logo or brand that like commands respect as far as like airsoft guns go, like I think that'll be pretty cool for us.
I think it definitely would help with the aesthetic overall, because I do, again, and Bossman, like, to his credit, like, again, some of the designs that we put forth with that sort of idea in mind are cool. I do like those designs as well. We use them, we rock them, and we rep them as well, but having a more serious I guess sort of image also would help as well for players that, again, maybe not necessarily take themselves too seriously, but want something that's cool, again, like a lifestyle brand, right, that they can wear on the regular, right, and just have it be kind kind of just there, right? It's not something that's like super loud or obnoxious. Very clean, very simple, very subtle. I'm digging all of it.
And Call Sign Wolfman asks, what's the best airsoft SMG? Is it GBB or AG? My opinion, I'm skewed, I'm biased. I'd say gas blowback. You'll have more fun with it. And I think just for how small SMGs are, I think it's pretty hard to come up with a gearbox design that actually like players would like to use. Honestly, like even like the MP5 AEG, you know, like it has it's like shared set of problems that a lot of people in the community like don't not like. And honestly, having a gas blowback version SMG, like, it gets rid of all those problems. So that's my opinion.
Real wild. Keep the GI brand clean and serious. Leave the Mayo to not take itself so seriously. No, yeah, again, we're not doing this like to, you know, like we hate the other designs or anything like that, or the more like laid back stuff. Again, we like that stuff too, but we just wanted to be able to have multiple options as well. And for me personally, I'm really digging this aesthetic. I think it is pretty cool that it's like, oh, it looks cool, right? I mean, like we were talking about the other day, right? Humans, you know, we are judgmental by nature, right? We make snap judgments and on pretty much everything. So again, if we see a logo that looks really cool, looks really interesting, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna gravitate towards that and I'm interested in it. Versus something that looks like maybe not too seriously, it might not always get the attention you want. I think we haven't crossed that threshold yet, but I do want to have something a little bit more appealing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree with you. Like, I think there's tons of people out there. I mean, even us included. You know, like, hey, like this whole like brand idea like started out as a joke. It's an inside joke, you know. So like that, yeah, that's the heart of the matter. But also, like, I just want to just offer different ways for people to enjoy being a part of the Mayo Gang, you know. So Dartree asks, hey Boaz and Isaias, can we make a Mayo Gang monthly giveaway for true Mayo Gang members, $10 a month, but you get exclusive patches and your monthly membership goes to a monthly giveaway? Enticing. Yeah, it's definitely something for us to think about. We would definitely have to talk about it some more, but yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea at all.
I kind of like that idea. Like, again, does feel a little weird that you would have to pay a monthly subscription, but I mean, if they're willing to do it, and again, it's exclusive stuff, right? That's not necessarily a terrible idea. We might be able to do that. Although it does kind of feel weird saying true Mayo Gang. I don't want to be like, you know, gatekeeping per se.
Because at the end of the day, like, if you're running Airsoft M4, like, majority of the time, you're part of the Mayo Gang, like, whether you know it or not. Yeah, and then see, Prime Tech says, if y'all go ahead with the PMC and SCP like designs, can't wait to see short films like the BB War. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we have so much fun filming all the BB War like shorts and stuff. It's a shame though, because we put a lot of work into it, but like people don't really like see it on YouTube.
Yeah, to be fair, I think YouTube zucking a lot of our content around that time was like definitely a big factor in that. But yeah, it is funny that only now we're starting to see like more eyes on like specifically the clean house mission. Yeah. That video, people will come up to us like, yo, that clean house video you all did was awesome. I was like, awesome. That was 6 months ago. That was almost a year now.
Yep. Michael Myers asked, best Masada tip. Yo, no freaking way, dude. Mike, we're actually gonna be doing a video on the Masada platform.
We were okay. Funny story. We were actually supposed to film one today. We literally went to the shooting location for all of our videos.
Our test range, yeah.
Our test range,
which is shared by our neighbors.
Unfortunately, and we pulled up, just nothing but semi trucks parked galore. We had no space to film. There was nowhere we could shoot, so we literally had to pack up and head on back home. It was pretty sad, but that is going to be another video we are going over. But yes, in terms of to answer your question, Michael Myers, for best Masada to buy, if we're talking about most fun, I want to say the gas blowback, the KWA gas blowback Masada.
Yeah. So either the officially licensed, I don't know if it's officially licensed anymore. No, because because Magpul doesn't have the license to the Masada anymore. It's by Bushmaster and Remington now. So and so honestly, I don't know. The KW one is really good out of the box if you keep it that way. But there's just not a lot of aftermarket parts for that platform. I'd say if you want range and accuracy out of the box, you're probably going to want to go with gas blowback just because of how this like gas blowback works by nature.
However, if you wanted something of a platform to build off of a little bit more and to be able to get more potential, I would generally say go with the AG version. Obviously, they're not going to be as fun, obviously, as gas blowback. There's no way you can compete with that. There's no way. The gas blowback is just too fun, right? But the AEG versions from Atlas Custom Works or A&K, because they're OEM from the same place, those are going to be compatible with version 2 gearboxes. The only thing that isn't is going to be the hop-up chamber, obviously. And the nozzle. It's the only downsides with those bad boys. But, you can still build them out. I have seen plenty of custom builds off of those. They are pretty damn cool.
Zubinel asks, can we get a spicy Cisco patch? No. He expressly, I've tried many times, and he is very particular about how he puts himself out there. I know it's funny, but like he definitely like has a very high standard of dignity. So not to dash your hopes. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Zubino, as we've tried, we've definitely put out ideas before, and he has straight up said, "No, don't do that." And we can't do that. We don't want to do it something that's going to make him uncomfortable. So, unfortunately, not. However, would you be opposed to be having a spicy patch of yourself?
Would I be opposed? I mean, it also depends on how spicy. I just think it's really weird to see like ourselves in our merch. Like, to me, it just really trips me out. Like,
Same.
Yeah, like we're just dudes that work at Airsoft GI. Like I don't really see myself as anybody really special. And to have like images of me like out there, like it is weird.
It is a little like weird. Again, I think Cisco has it the worst though, just because like, hey, every MGC4 that we test, right? He sees the receiver, he's like, oh yeah, that is me, isn't it? That's a little trippy.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to do that, especially for us, because at the end of the day, like, we just see ourselves as just regular dudes that just love playing Airsoft, and we just happen to work at Airsoft GI.
Exactly. DJ saying, I would pay a monthly sub for exclusive access to monthlies. I mean, yeah, again, mods or any regulars or people that are just down for it, if y'all really want to see like a monthly subscription-based thing, to get exclusive merch, specifically merch, we're talking patches, maybe even a t-shirt. I would love to see, maybe limited edition runs of shirts. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, I think also, even though that idea sounds like great, one thing that I'm just kind of concerned about is like the back end, at least for us, because that means we have to put a lot of time commitment into it. Like how many of the same patches and stickers and merch are going to receive a month before you say, like, what, like, this isn't worth it anymore. Like I would rather give you guys something that, if you guys were to do that, or if we were to have some kind of subscription box like this, like, I would much rather have it be worth it for y'all to like stay in it for the long run,
Mm-hmm.
So that probably also means that we'd have to come out with like a ton of new stuff every month
On the regular.
yeah. On the regular, which is pretty hard to do. Like, asking someone to be creative consistently for a very long time is not an easy task.
Very, very difficult. Companies struggle with that even to this day. You can see it in our movies. See, I think we might have missed a few. Just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything. Answered that one. From your previous poll, I had an opinion of okay, that's what that's where the turtles came from. From our previous poll, I had an option of I like turtles. Now we're stuck on turtles. That's where it came from.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people seem to like the so bland design. That's something that we could definitely do. Question, or try to use the shape of an EOTech site. I think for one of the like we'll have like the Mayo Gang, like the MG, and then like have that silhouetted inside of an EOTech like design. Maybe, or just maybe some type of optic.
That's definitely nah, dude. The Mayo site it's got to be the T1.
Yeah, it's the T1.
It has to be. There's no way around it.
Dude, the hell yeah. The freak. Oh, jeez, that's absolutely funny. This one comes from Jeremy Wilson. Sub Queso and Boyard. Okay. And
where did that come from?
I don't know. Maybe he meant Chef Boyard. Oh, Boyardee.
Oh, Boyardee.
Yes. And he wrecks on decent tracer unit that won't break the bank.
Well, I don't know how big your bank is.
Yeah, it depends on what sort of budget you're working with.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of tracer units that we have that are relatively affordable.
Tracers. Yep.
Although I don't know how many of them are I don't know if all of them are categorized here, but let's see.
Majority of them should be there.
Yeah, I mean the Bravo tracers are right now on sale for $78. Oh, here's another one, the shorter one, $75.
Or hell, the brighter CS one above, that's $68.
Yeah, and the Bravos, like they're $72 right now. Like, yeah, the super small ones. Oh wow, the Furfran CRD2, that's $70.
That's worth it, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Furfran's actually one of my favorites because it has the built-in muzzle flash effect, which is
so cool.
Nuts. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, because like these are electronics, like companies will charge more than just like a mock suppressor,
Yeah, it's not going to be like a $20 thing. You definitely want to get a good quality one. Ace Tech and Bravo have some pretty good options, honestly, that are under, even $80 too.
I mean, I don't think we sell any trace units that are bad. Like,
I can't think of one.
Yeah. Every trace unit that we have on our website is worth running, in my opinion. Except there's some, some of these actually, I take that back. Some of these I haven't tested. Like this one, the full auto tracer from Lancer, I haven't tested that one yet.
We're not gonna say it's bad, but we just can't. We can't vouch for it. What I would say too, if you are trying to save a little bit of money, use coupon code 2024. I actually got the notification earlier that coupon code 2024 has been extended, so you guys can go ahead and apply that towards literally anything on the website, so long as it's not a mystery box or a shocker deal. 2024 will be saving you 10% off your purchase. You are very welcome.
Oh, right here, yeah. So these are like the old amplifier amp style muzzle devices that are Spitfire tracers as well. And they are $59.99. Okay, so $60.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
It's the cheapest good ones that we would recommend.
Right, let's scroll on the most recent ones. I feel like there's going to be a little bit more building up. Wait for it. Okay, yeah. Prime Tech Fur Friends is one for sure. Let's see. Yes, best ACR. Okay, sweet. All right, cool. Okay, we should be caught up on all. Oh, Mayo Gang Hydro Dip Film.
Yeah. I mean, like, so he's basically talking about like a bunch of like Mayo Gang like jars like stacked on top, like as a hydro dip option to hydro dip your gun. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'm just not sure how many people would be interested in like purchasing that, or if we like make the investment and we buy a certain amount of receiver groups and like start hydro dipping stuff. You know, like it's a pretty risky investment, and especially if no one's gonna want it, then we just have like
ton of inventory
boxes of just paperweights.
Oh, this one's good. Gigs is asking you.
Okay, Eve 9 and Ronin T10. Depends on what you want. So, if you want more range and accuracy, it's gonna sound weird, but I would recommend the T10. The Eve 9, I think just from testing, honestly, the AEG 2.5 system from KWA out of the box, I think the longer barrels, for some reason, just don't shoot as far as the recoil system does. I think it's just because of their adjustable FPS system. It just causes some interesting like voluming things to happen. So I had to test it, but I have a theory, I have a hunch that the E4 actually shoots farther than the Eve 9. So you might want to shorten down your inner barrel if you want to shoot farther with your Eve gun. That's kind of what I noticed even with my personal Eve 9. But yeah, I mean, Ronin T10, like, recoil is fantastic. You know, like the recoil system is freaking amazing. The T10 itself has the cutout for Gate Titan, so if you want to put a Gate Titan or any ETU in there, like you have the option of doing that. Not that I think you should do it, but
it's fine as is. KWA switch life extenders have been proven to like work very, very well. They're very solid, and unless you're going for very specific programming options, which I don't really know what many people would need that, but unless you really want that, I would say again, it's one of those cases. Again, leave it alone. Install a unicorn, if anything, and that's it. Just leave it stock.
Yeah, but if you're on a budget and if you want something lightweight, because a Ronin T10 is heavy.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a pretty heavy gun, so like if weight is going to be an issue for you, I'd say just get the Eve 9, and then just buy like a shorter unicorn barrel.
Hey, you know who's here? Stitch is here, dude. He's actually been like in and out, like in the terms of our streams and everything. Dude, it's so good to see you again, man. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, dude. We've been missing you, bro. We have been missing you as well. We got to get back together and play again, maybe just hang out as well. We'll get some more food at my place. We can do another little house party as well.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Virgil. Hey, Boaz, you're all right. I love my kid. We Ronin. MGC4 is still my baby. Yeah, I mean, in terms of just pushing your gun to the absolute limit, I'd say the MGC4 is an absolute monster. Just the way Cisco built that gun, it's a beast. But hey, you can't beat recoil though.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. That's
one
thing.
Can't beat recoil.
Honestly, that's something that Bossman even said that was actually something that is possible. Like in the future, who's to say that like again, MGC4s are only going to be exclusively OEM by Lancer? You know, we have the option of being able to go to other manufacturers. I want a MGC4 ERG. I think that would be the creme de la creme for me.
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
I talked to KWA during SHOT Show and I told them about potential collab with the MGC4, and they said that they were down.
Hey, yo, yes!
But that I have to take that with a grain of salt because the guys at KWA are like really nice, and so they say like yes to a lot of stuff, but it's more about following through. That's the real question.
Yeah, I see it. There was another question I saw. TJ, if I get multiple 2024 mystery boxes, do I get more entries? Yes. Here's what I would suggest to do, just makes it easier. Put them on multiple orders. Just put them on different orders. It definitely makes it a lot easier for us to go ahead and see it. But yes, if you were to place an order for multiple 2024 Platinum Mystery Boxes, you will be getting extra entries, right? Because again, right now, every order for a Mystery Box, for specifically the 2024, will get you 15 entries. Right, so highly recommend that you go ahead and place your order for several of those. So that way you can just stack them at that point. Let's see. You mentioned have you tried creating logos of your personas to use instead of your imagery examples in another That was in another question. Don't see the other question, but he's asking if you were feeling weird about having your image on branding. Have you tried considering logos for your personalities or personas to use instead of your likeness? I guess. So maybe it'd be like for queso, for example, right? Instead of having like a likeness, it would just be like a block of cheese, for example, right? Something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, those are our nicknames. I'm just saying it feels weird for us just because like I don't really want the Mayo Gang to be like to kind of orbit around
one person
of us. Like it's not about us. It's about the airsoft community. You know, it's about you guys and the fact that we all complain about there only being airsoft M4s, but at the end of the day, that's all we run. You know, so like I don't want the focus of the brand to be like for like Isaias, me, or Cisco. I mean, yeah, like we go on the internet, we make videos. You know, we're hosts and stuff, and like but I don't want that to be the focus of the Mayo Gang. The focus should be you guys, you know.
No, 100%. Again, like we even have a gun. Like even though yes, it technically has Cisco's logo on it, his face on there. At the end of the day, that is the Mayo Gang. There's a reason why we chose that. It's not just the Cisco MGC4, right? Otherwise, if we would have literally just called it the Cisco MGC4 or something like that, or the Cisco Man Cannon. I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah, but I mean, those were ideas that were thrown around. The boss man really wanted to make Cisco like a star or something, you know, and we all said, well, I told him like, hey, like this should be about the community, you know, like let's sure, like Cisco for a while can be like the spokesperson for the Mayo Gang, you know.
Sure,
but
face,
yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, the focus should be on you guys, the airsofters. Boaz, thoughts on the Kateway Eve 9? This is from Tennessee Airsoft. I'm looking into buying it. Well, it's a fun gun. Like I said before, I don't know if you were here. It does have some like interesting voluming issues, like especially at like range. Like I'm noticing that even with my personal Eve 9, the range on it isn't as good as the E4 for some reason. Well, actually, no, I haven't tested against the E4. My QRF, which is basically the E4, is like it shoots really far. But the Eve 9 doesn't shoot as far as I'd want it to, and like my RM4 gearboxes like shoot farther. So I think there's some kind of like volume issue because of the adjustable FPS. So if you want to get one, I'd say go for it because it's a sick looking gun. Like I love how my Eve 9 looks.
It does look
good.
It
looks absolutely banging. But I would say if you were to get it, get a shorter unicorn inner barrel. So that way you don't run into like any weird volume issues.
Any of the KO series honestly is gonna like serve you very, very well. And I do, even though that might have caused like a little bit of like voluming problems for you, at the end of the day, being able to have that adjustable FPS is still a very, very cool and convenient feature for a lot of players that do both indoor and outdoor. So I think KWA in general did a really good job on the KO series. My personal favorite, I'm still waiting for them to restock, is the Iris, the not vector looking one. That one's my personal favorite, but hey, they all perform great.
Hey, Isaias, you're actually right about what Zubinel was saying. So he was saying, So he just wanted like icons to like represent the different people in the Mayo Gang. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea. Mm-hmm. You know, like I'm just saying like at the heart of the issue is I just don't want the Mayo Gang to center around us. Like it's not about us. It's about you guys. You know.
Exactly.
So. Because at the end of the day, like we're all part of the Mayo Gang, whether you know it or not. You know, we just happen just to be the talking heads.
Oh, I like what Dartree was adding to it. Hey guys, on my monthly Mayo Gang idea, there was the one that suggested the exclusive thing. I was implying that the patches were only an introductory type of thing, and we could do a monthly drawings for those members to win airsoft guns and gear. So I think that would make it a little bit more interesting as well. If that really is going to be a thing, having bigger prizes to like sort of raffle off would also be pretty damn cool as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that we can discuss about and seeing if it's like at the end of the day, we just want it to be worth it for you guys. You know, like we don't want to offer something that like that isn't really well thought out, and then have a bunch of people regret, or like being like, oh, this isn't worth it. Like we want it to be worth it for you guys.
No, 100%. Someone was saying, I would 100% buy an MGC4 LMG. That's what I'm talking about, XR Preacher. MGC4 LMG, we can make it happen in the future if we get enough, support for the Mayo Gang lineup as a whole. Hey, the sky's the limit. We can totally have like different platforms. We'll have a Mayo Gang DMR. That's what I want. A battle rifle, a Mayo Gang LMG, a Mayo Gang sniper rifle, a Mayo Gang shotgun. Even that'd be dope. That would 100% be dope. Let's see. Hey, let's make it happen, guys. Bully for it. I mean, hey, that's how you do it. That is, I mean, like you say, right? Corporate espionage, or not espionage, corporate bullying.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if there's brands out there that you guys want to like talk to, well, we get most of our LMGs through Lancer. Like they import all the LMGs for us, or most of the LMGs that you guys enjoy through them. So they have connections to like a lot of different brands out there overseas. Hey, if you want to just write to Lance Chatwell and be like, hey, like MGC4 LMG, if you get a ton of letters, and maybe they might consider it, Oh. Mayo PKM. I don't think enough people run the PKM for it to be Mayo, dude.
I need to make that a trend. I need to make sure that the PKM becomes popular. I need to do it. Just run enough times.
Yeah. Tennessee Airsoft says, question, I'm looking at making a Delta Force loadout. Already have the pistol and all the other gear, but how should I set up my Specna Arms Edge 2.0 because it looks like their gun? I don't know. It's kind of weird because I don't think Delta has a standard loadout. Like they use all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, like it's pretty much like any sort of like SF group where they're not assigned necessarily one like yeah, you can use like different accessories packages for sure that are around. But at the end of the day, it's going to be like, hey, what's the mission? It's very mission orientated. Like, hey, if they're doing more like CQB stuff, then yeah, they're going to set up their guns for that. If it's something, a different terrain, they're going to set it up for that, right? It really depends on the mission. So my best recommendation is to look up reference photos, right? Just like anything else, any other sort of like impression kit. Look up reference photos and then try to find an equivalent to it as close as you possibly can. And that's pretty much about it. And also just personal taste too, what you actually like.
Dafu asks, what are Boas' top 3 most favorite gas blower rifles?
Ooh, it's a good one.
All right, here we go. Number 1, number 1 right now, Tokyo Marui MWS, just because I have one and like there's so many upgrade parts available for it, and it performs really well once you get it, put the parts in to make it handle the extra pressure of green gas. I would say next favorite would be the G&G MGCR M4. If you guys haven't checked out our video on that thing is insane. That thing was shooting well past 300 feet out of the box, provided we're using like really heavy BBs, which you have to with gas pelvic rifles.
In general.
Yeah, in general. And then number 3, it's a toss-up. It's either going to be the WE platform or it's going to be the KWA LM4. Both platforms are really solid. LM4 is less you have to do out of the box. Like once you get it, that's it. But you're kind of capped there at like whatever how it performs out of the box. WE is cool because there's a ton of aftermarket parts out there, which is a very well understood system because it's been around for so long. Like tons of people know how to work on them, but the drawback is you have to replace a lot of stuff on that thing. So yeah, those are my top 3.
Well, I would say except the AKs. I think AKs out of the box are actually like banging.
Yeah, I mean because there's less small parts. I think the problem with like the WM4 is like there's just a lot of small parts in there, and they have a tendency to fail. AKs, like because they're just copying or replicating as close to the real firearm as possible, they have like fewer parts, but they're like bigger, chunkier parts, so it handles the abuse way more.
Moises Hernandez, what kind of LMG would the Mayo Gang use? I already been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this for a hot.
Easy answer.
Well, actually, I'm curious now. What were you gonna say?
Mark 46.
I mean, I would love there to be a Mark 46, but it depends on who we go through to manufacture it, right? I think, hear me out. What if we were to go ahead and do the Strike LMG? There's a reason why. I know. What if we were to go ahead and take something like
With the Golden Eagle thing?
The Golden Eagle, yeah. Take the My Chemical Romances, right?
Oh, yes.
Take specifically the short
when
barrel.
I was a young boy.
My father, me into the city.
Yeah.
Specifically the short barrel one. Okay, just imagine this for a second, right? Take this bad boy, redesign the stock, get rid of that stock because that offers no better space.
Ugly.
It's ugly. It's absolutely disgusting, right? Or at the very least, hollow this whole thing out.
Yo, actually, stubby stock.
Stubby stock. Change this out, this grip, make an M-lock one. All you got to do is make an M-lock, right? And the lower is essentially just an MGC4. That's all you really need.
Yeah, but it's not a commonly used LMG though.
But hey, you know what? Like this would make this because I genuinely, unironically like the Ares Defense Systems Shrike LMGs. I do like these guns. I think they're a cool concept.
They are cool. They are cool though.
And and in terms of like what they were trying to be, like this very easy upper kit that you just swap on over, was a cool idea.
You know what's sad though? Some fields don't allow this as an LMG.
But that's why our version, we got to make sure that it is full auto only, no semi. We got to lock it in full auto only.
Damn. Okay.
Or burst fire.
Damn. All right, that's a tall order. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not opposed to that. Like that's not bad at all. Like I would, put a stubby stock so you tons of battery space. Yeah, and then get rid of the stupid A2 grip. Put something cooler on there.
Yes.
And then instead of these stupid key mod holes, because no one uses key mod anymore,
go an M-lock.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, not bad at all. Not
just
bad
doing those simple swaps would make it a hell of a lot better. And again, just to make sure that fields are required to allow it, just make it full auto only, right? I'm sure we can find a way to go ahead and do that. It shouldn't be too hard either.
Yeah. DJ says, I just picked up a WEGBBR M4 last night during stream.
Hey,
there we go. Hey, welcome to the Gas Blowback Gang.
Gas Blowback Gang.
Welcome. And make sure to run 0.4 gram BBs on that bad boy and start swapping.
Bucking.
Yeah. Lots of parts. Tennessee Airsoft asks question. I'm looking to getting a shotgun and a sniper rifle. What should I get as an intermediate player? Well, I would say.
You want to do shotgun? No, the sniper.
Yeah. Shotgun. I would say it depends on your budget. Like if you want like the. In my opinion, if you want something really good and reliable, Jag is a really great trusted brand to go for like a gas scattergun. Depending on what model you want to get, you can go as like I love the Reaper TS, the one that Cisco pretty much helped make unofficially. Yeah. Like that's really good. If that's too much, if that's too expensive for you, maybe go Golden Eagle. Like they're another Tokyo-Marui gas shotgun clone that you can get for pretty cheap. It's at $150, but yeah, those are my suggestion for shotguns.
And then for sniper rifle, it's always been like my go-to to recommend this. Go with a VSR-10 platform because again, that's going to be the easiest to find parts for. Specifically, look up the double belt VSR-10 because this thing is just so easy to work on, and you don't really need to do too much out the box. It's already shooting at the FPS you kind of want it to be. All it needs at this point is a new bucking inner barrel. If you wanted to go ahead and go with like the zero trigger, you can if you want to, but it doesn't even need that.
Yeah. Hey, this one's also $150. So and it comes with a scope already. So
is that combo? Yeah. There you
go.
Be
saving some money.
XR Preacher was saying, he's talking about the LMG. Yeah. He was saying, I would order one. It's the only way I would get my wife. I get my wife into Airsoft. Her words, not mine. Help me get her into Airsoft. Hell, you tell us enough times that you guys want to continue buying, MGC4 guns. Yes, we can definitely come up with an LMG. We need you to support it. Yeah, absolutely. We can totally do that.
And TJ's asking, are we going to get the NGRS M249 back in stock soon? I hope so.
Same.
Yeah. It's always a little tricky. With Tokyo Marui, just because it's coming out of Japan, and technically we're not supposed to have them, but due to legality. So it's honestly it's up to Tokyo Marui. So
and our distributor.
It's like hey, we'd ask our distributors, hey, when can we get more Tokyo Marui? We always want more Tokyo Marui at the end of the day. And they just say, well, just whenever Tokyo Marui feels like giving us some,
when it happens, it happens. All right, that is okay. This will be the last one. Tennessee Airsoft. What is the best bucking for Spectre Arms Edge 2.0? Unicorn, baby. That's all you need every day.
Yeah, it depends. I would say either you get a Unicorn 60 or a Unicorn 70-degree bucking, depending on how hard your gun shoots. If it shoots around at 400 FPS, plus or minus 5 FPS, get the 70-degree. If it shoots anywhere between 350 380, get 60 degree.
Yep. All right, guys. It is now 5:03. We're 3 minutes over time, but that's okay. Wanted to go ahead and just hang out with you. Hopefully, you guys found this live stream very entertaining. We were able to go ahead and show off some cool new products. Again, if you liked any of these patches, designs, or these designs in general that Boaz was able to come up with, let us know as well. Put it in the comment section that we can go ahead and see it as well. I, for one, am very, very pleased with all the designs that you would come out with. I liked them when you gave them out. I thought they were cool, and I definitely would like to see them actually make an actual, I don't want to say cameo. It's not a fucking TV show. I would definitely want them to come to fruition and actually have merch, T-shirts, hoodies, hats, even stickers. I would love to see more textiles as well, specifically for all that stuff. But let us know what you guys think as well. If you guys want to see it also, let us know on the Discord channel. That's a very great place to go ahead and let us know what you guys are thinking. I highly recommend you join that Discord server.
And then Joseph Keen, give me a shotgun, no budget. Jaguar's Reaper TS, man. Cisco helped make it. It has a buffer tube. You fill it up with gas in the buffer tube, which is super sick. M-lock handguard. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Exactly. All right, guys. But again, there are multiple ways for you guys to get extra entries into the now super stacked $5,400 shopping spree giveaway.
It's crazy how big this prize pocket.
It's getting crazy, man.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga 2. Order one of these bad boys, right? Review is coming out for this.
Dude, whoever wins this, like, dude, Boss Man's gonna have to eat like cup ramen for like a month.
Bruh, get one of these bad boys. You're getting 10 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. You can also get 10 entries when you order the Mayo Gang Airsoft Pistol Mystery Box. Literally just $120. We already did the second bonus raffle. We have one more bonus raffle to go. We're at our last handful, so order yours. You can also get 10 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Order yourself a 2024 Platinum Mystery Box, and you get 15 entries as well. Guys, again, thank you to everyone that participated in the live chat, all of our viewers, whether you're a returning viewer, or first-time watcher. You know what? Your viewership is always appreciated. Make sure to like this live stream and share this around with as many people as possible. My name is Isaias.
And Boaz.
We'll see you guys all in the next one.